Radio show number 11. Fade in. Scene 118. Exterior Kirk radio station day. A small radio station on a hill with call letters KRRK is in the background as the camera slowly zooms into the front door. You hear the audio as the scene begins. Mike Ledgewood, a famous help show personality, is on the air. Co-host Laura McGoogle is late getting to the program.
It's a terrific morning here on Kirk Radio. As we wrap up the first hour, we're still being told that Laura McGoogle is stuck in traffic. Laura, if you can hear me out there, keep the pedal to the metal. And remember, you do not need to apply any lipstick while you were driving. We all know you're gorgeous, but this is radio, and I'll just tell everyone you look good when you get into the station. In the next hour, we'll be talking to Frank Earn, who's written a new book, 10 Easy Steps to a New You. I looked the book over last night, and I'll predict that all of you are going to enjoy this one. It's 5 minutes until the hour, and it's coming up to the latest local news, followed by the national, and we'll be back to you in just a jiff.
Cut to scene 119, interior radio studio day. Mike pushes back from the microphone as he finishes the final statement.
I'm Mike Ledgewood, and you are listening to the Mike and Laura Show right here on Kirk Radio. 5,000 watts of pure, unadulterated, mind-altering power.
The radio goes to a news break as Mike pushes a toggle switch and the on-air sign darkens. We barely hear the news, but we are aware that it is being broadcast. In the adjacent room is Tony, the show producer.
Where the heck is she, Tony?
I don't know, Mike, but Clarence said she thought he saw her in the conference room.
Conference room? Well then, why didn't somebody go get her? Why do I have to do everything in this chicken feed little station?
Scene 120, interior conference room day. We see Mike push his way through the door to the conference room. Laura is there, all right. There are headshots from her portfolio scattered all over the table, and Laura is leaning back in her chair with a couple of pictures in her hands. A bent-up copy of Look for Me is on the conference table. We see the cover of the book.
Dang it, Laura. How long you been here?
Hi, Michael.
Don't you hi, Michael, me. The reason they call it the Mike and Laura Show is because you are the co-host. I'm not supposed to be doing the show alone.
You're doing all right. I like the stuck in traffic routine. That was pretty creative. I especially like the lipstick comment.
You're listening? Dang it, Laura. How long have you been in here?
I'm going to have to get all new pictures.
What? What are you doing?
None of these are any good anymore.
Are you aware that you and I have a radio show and that in about 4 minutes we need to get back in the air and you have to be sweet and cuddly because a few 100,000 housewives adore you?
Do you think I'm fat, Michael?
Oh, God. Not this again. Tell me, we're not having this discussion again.
I am fat, and everyone knows it.
You're not fat. You're scrumptious.
Oh, so you think I'm fat? How dare you call me fat?
I did not say anything about fat. You said fat. You're not fat. You're normal, Laura. This is radio, and it doesn't make a tinker's damn anyway. What's important is your voice, and your voice is sexy as hell.
You didn't have to call me fat.
3 minutes, boys and girls.
Tony, are you listening to this?
Tony, Michael called me fat. How can I go on air if he calls me fat?
You messed up, bro.
Oh, so you're siding with her.
I've got 2 minutes till airtime.
Tony, Michael said I was fat, and I resent it.
I said no such thing.
Apologize to the lady, Michael.
Why the hell should I?
Because in about 1 minute, your audience is going to be listening to dead air if you don't. They expect the both of you to be happy and cheerful. Laura, are you ready?
Laura gets up and leaves the room.
You're not letting her go on the air like this, Tony.
She's coming down the hall.
Oh, God. You can't do it, Tony. She's turned into a proverbial kinetic psycho bitch from hell.
We hear the bumper music for the Mike and Laura show.
30 seconds.
Mike hurries out of the room. Scene 121, interior radio studio day. Laura's in the process of getting seated. Mike comes in a little later.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're just joining us, this is the Mike and Laura Show. I'm Laura McGoogle, and somewhere here at the station is the legendary Mike Ledgewood. There certainly was a lot of traffic this morning. I was stuck so deep in traffic, I had enough time to apply my lipstick 3 ways. And ladies, you know how important it is to look gorgeous this early in the morning.
Mike bursts into the studio and hurries over to his chair and his microphone.
Well, here he is now, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Ledgewood.
It is a great morning, and it is so good to see you, Laura. I can see that your lipstick is perfectly applied, and you look like $1,000,000 this morning.
Well, thank you, Michael. I think if you'll lean over here a little closer, you can see I smell pretty good, too.
Ah, yes, that is magnificent. What is that perfume?
It's Wait Station, Michael. A new fragrance from Renee Amand.
You mean Waste and Sean. It's French.
What did I say?
It sounded like you said wait station. The pronunciation, I think, is way station.
Well, that sounds like Wait Station to me. Why would they name a perfume after a bunch of fat old farts who sit around?
We see Mike cover his microphone, look toward Tony, and mouth, "Oh God."
For hours waiting for overweight truckers to try to pass through the gates with 40,000 pounds of bananas when they're only allowed to carry 35.
That's very interesting, Laura. The perfume is fabulous, and the name is Way Station, and it's made by Renee Amand. You can find it at your local boutique at the mall.
Looks like today we're interviewing Frank Earn, who's going to be with us in just a few minutes talking about his new book, 10 Easy Steps to a New You. I bet that's interesting.
I stayed up last night and read it cover to cover.
You did not.
I did, really. It's a terrific book.
What does it say about fat?
Fat? You mean losing weight?
No, I mean fat. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? You look in the mirror, you see the cellulite, you notice when your man turns his head away in horror. You sit down and all of a sudden you realize you overflow armchairs. You know exactly what I mean. Fat is fat. It's what you cut off a good steak.
What she means is...
You don't have to tell me what I mean. All the ladies know it. We're beautiful as hell as teenagers, and then pretty soon gravity takes over, calories invade, and what used to be beautiful to touch is turned into repulsive rolls of mush.
Maybe we'll ask Mr. Earn about what in just a few minutes.
You think he knows anything about fat?
He did write the book.
What did any man ever know about looking into a mirror and being horrified to see your once beautiful body taken over by cellulite and the jello ass?
Well, you can't say that. Can you say that on the radio?
What? Jello ass? I just said it. Jello ass, that's what it is, you know. Every damn one of our female listeners knows all about the jello ass. If they're older than 15, they know what happens when Mother Nature starts to play its cruel jokes on the feminine physique.
Well, I'll say that's pretty descriptive. Why don't we go to commercial break and...
What? And sell some garbage that causes jello ass?
Tony, we're going to commercial. This is Mike and Laura. This is the Mike and Laura Show. I'm Mike Ledgewood, and my lovely co-host here is Laura McGoogle.
As the pre-taped commercial comes on, Mike stands up and shoves his chair back.
Well, just what the hell was that? Jello ass? You're talking about jello ass?
You called me fat, you piece of human protoplasm.
I never called you fat.
Hey, children, the phones have all lit up. I don't know what they're saying, but I bet a few of them are pissed. You want to start off by taking some calls, Laura?
You're not letting her go back on the air like this, Tony. Tony, tell me you're not letting her go back on the air. She's obviously melting down.
Me? You're the one who called me fat.
I have never once, not once ever, called you fat. You're just easy to see.
30 seconds.
I can't do this with her.
Which one of me? The beautiful bombshell or the fat one?
Can't do this with either of you.
See, Tony? He just did it again. He calls me fat and then denies it.
Back on air in 3, 2, 1.
Bumper music for the Mike and Laura Show comes on.
I'm not doing it with this psycho bitch from hell.
Cut to scene 122, interior listener first day. A middle-aged man and a woman are sitting at the kitchen table in a modest house. They have coffee in front of them and the radio sits at the end of the table. The man is smiling and laughing. The woman is obviously very upset. We hear the radio dialogue at first.
First I'm fat, and now I'm a psycho bitch from hell?
Yeah, that's right, you old wrinkled up cow. You're fat as the Nuremberg blimp. You're so damn fat, it takes a hearse to drive your jello ass to work every morning.
Oh, yeah?
The man laughs hysterically. The woman gives him a stare.
Turn that crap off.
Meekly, the man reaches over to the radio and clicks it off as we see her slap the coffee out of him for laughing. Fade 2.
Fucking nuts, dude. How the hell did I get? I got sucked into that. You sucked into me calling you fat. I was forced into it.
I'm over here trying to prevent myself from laughing.
I said no such thing.
Tears are coming out.
Typical.
I like the whole thing. You're not fat. You're just
man-woman
easy to
dynamic.
see.
Yeah, I like that one. That was...
You're normal. You're just easy to see. You're easy to see.
So what did we think of that one?
That was funny. That was crazy. It was funny.
I like
The
this one.
chemistry with those two are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how they're at each other's throats, and it's the Mike and Laura show. You know, it's just like on radio, such and such and such. Your lipstick is lovely, and you smell great.
Yeah.
But then there's the whole conversation. Was it something Stinson or Wait Stinson?
Wait Station.
Yeah, by Wait Station. I like. But anybody else notice the slick Kirk radio?
Yes, it's K-I-R-K. You're supposed to say K-I-R-K.
Whatever.
The Find Me book.
K-I-R-K like Douglas K-I-R-K.
Books are there too.
Yeah, look at me book wrinkled up on it. But is it K-I-R-K like Douglas K-I-R-K?
No. You say it K-I-R. You have to say the letters.
I understand.
Oh, yeah. It's obviously for him.
Campy in Cincinnati.
Okay, so that was a good read. I may have messed it up on my end because I was restraining my laugh.
Yeah. Somebody did laugh back here. Was that you, Cookie? Or is that? Oh, that was corny. Oh, that was you,
no.
Heather.
That was mine, man.
Control yourself back there.